Have you ever felt life pulling you gently, sometimes harshly, from one extreme to another? Moments of profound joy giving way suddenly to waves of sorrow, success turning unexpectedly into loss, confidence replaced by doubt. We often see these swings as problems to be solved, painful contradictions we desperately wish away. But what if there's more to these experiences than we realize? What if each swing of life's pendulum isn't meant to break us down, but instead hold hidden wisdom about who we truly are? The ancient mystics spoke of a profound truth, the principle of polarity. They taught that what we perceive as opposites, darkness and light, sorrow and joy, failure and success, aren't opposing forces battling within us, but complementary aspects of a single, unified reality. Imagine if, rather than fearing this tension, you could harness its energy, using these polarities as stepping stones toward personal transformation. What if understanding polarity could help you find harmony amid chaos, clarity in confusion, and strength within vulnerability? Today, we'll journey into the heart of this principle, exploring how ancient wisdom and modern psychology align beautifully to illuminate a hidden path toward wholeness. We'll learn not only to tolerate life's contradictions, but to embrace and even thrive within them. Together, we'll discover what lies beyond the opposites, what exists when we step into that quiet space between extremes, where true insight, balance, and lasting transformation begin. The idea of polarity isn't new. It echoes through the oldest wisdom traditions, whispered by mystics, philosophers, and spiritual teachers across time. To truly understand polarity, we first turn our gaze to the ancient Hermetic teachings, a tradition rooted deeply in universal truths about existence and human experience. One powerful statement from these teachings says, "Everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has its pair of opposites. Opposites are identical in nature but different in degree." At first, this might seem paradoxical. How can joy and sorrow, love and fear, strength and weakness be identical? Yet consider this carefully. Are day and night separate entities, or merely two states of the same cycle of rotation? Is breathing in opposed to breathing out, or are they two essential parts of a single process? In the Taoist tradition, the symbol of yin and yang captures this beautifully. Within darkness lies a seed of light, within chaos, a core of harmony. Opposites complete and define each other. To experience one fully, we inevitably encounter its counterpart. But how can this ancient insight help us today, in our complex, often overwhelming modern lives? Carl Jung, one of the great minds in psychology, spoke of holding the tension of opposites. He believed that our greatest growth arises when we consciously acknowledge and integrate seemingly contradictory parts of ourselves. Jung taught that rather than identifying exclusively with our preferred side, the parts of ourselves we find comfortable or socially acceptable, we must courageously embrace the shadow side as well, the parts we'd rather deny. This isn't merely philosophy, it's deeply practical wisdom. Have you ever noticed that suppressing your fear doesn't eliminate it? Ignoring grief doesn't remove sadness. Rather, these unacknowledged opposites linger beneath the surface, subtly shaping our decisions and relationships until they are openly faced and integrated. Polarity invites us into deeper understanding, urging us beyond black and white thinking into a more balanced, nuanced way of living. Instead of fearing contradiction, we learn to see these tensions as guides, teaching us resilience, compassion, and emotional depth. This ancient yet timeless insight that opposites are essential companions, not enemies, holds immense relevance today. When we embrace this principle fully, we shift from reacting against life's challenges to responding thoughtfully, creating inner peace amid external uncertainty. Let's explore this even further through powerful insights, starting first with the understanding that opposites exist not to divide us, but to complete us. Imagine standing at the shore, watching waves roll endlessly, rising and falling again and again. Each crest and trough seems separate at first glance, opposites distinct in form and energy. Yet in truth they are part of one single movement. One cannot exist without the other. Together they form the rhythm of the ocean itself. Life is much the same. Our human experience is filled with these rhythmic cycles, moments of happiness followed by sadness, triumph giving way to trials, connection leading occasionally into solitude. These apparent opposites aren't random interruptions. They complete each other, bringing meaning and context to our existence. There's an ancient parable of a Chinese farmer that illustrates this perfectly. One day, the farmer's beloved horse runs away. Neighbors lament his terrible misfortune, but the farmer simply says, "Good luck, bad luck, who knows?" Days later, the horse returns, bringing wild horses with it. Neighbors now celebrate his fortune. Yet again, the farmer gently replies, "Good luck, bad luck, who knows?" Soon after, his son tries taming one of the wild horses, falls, and injures his leg badly. Again, neighbors express sorrow, and the farmer calmly responds, "Good luck, bad luck, who knows?" Shortly after, war breaks out, and his son is spared from fighting due to his injury. Each event, seemingly good or bad, was intricately woven into a larger pattern, teaching a profound truth. What we label as opposites, fortunate and unfortunate, joyful and sorrowful, are interdependent aspects of one single story. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. Consider an event you initially perceived as purely negative, perhaps a painful breakup, losing a job, or encountering unexpected hardship. Could there have been something valuable hidden within that experience? Did it perhaps lead you toward new strengths, deeper wisdom, or unforeseen opportunities? Polarity teaches us that each experience contains the seed of its opposite. Sorrow deepens our capacity for joy. Setbacks build the resilience that supports future success. Recognizing this complementarity allows us to navigate life with less resistance, embracing change as part of our natural growth rather than something to fear. What opposites exist within you now, awaiting acknowledgement and integration? How might your perspective shift if you allowed these pairs of experiences, positive and negative, joy and pain, to coexist harmoniously within your heart? Let's journey deeper now, exploring how life's greatest difficulties often hold our most meaningful opportunities. Within every darkness lies the possibility of a new dawn. This isn't simply poetic comfort, it's a profound truth woven throughout human experience. Adversity often feels unbearable when we're in its grip, but the principle of polarity whispers quietly that within each difficult moment lies a hidden pathway toward growth, healing, or even greater fulfillment. Consider for a moment a seed buried deep in the earth, encased in darkness, seemingly isolated and confined. From the seed's perspective, its reality might feel restrictive, uncomfortable, even hopeless. Yet this darkness is exactly what provides nourishment, safety, and space for transformation. Eventually, the seed breaks free, emerging stronger and more vibrant than ever imagined. Human lives mirror this natural wisdom. Imagine losing a job you've dedicated yourself to for years. At first, the experience feels devastating, filled with uncertainty, grief, and anxiety. Yet, how many inspiring stories have we heard where that same loss became the catalyst for personal reinvention? Suddenly, freed from the old routine, a person discovers hidden talents, passions, or new opportunities that transform their entire life trajectory. Or perhaps consider heartbreak, an experience that can shatter our sense of self and trust in the world. Yet even this painful journey often leads people toward deeper self-love, greater compassion, and more meaningful relationships built on genuine authenticity and emotional maturity. Every struggle contains an invitation, a hidden gift of awareness waiting to be discovered. Polarity reminds us gently, Adversity isn't a punishment or cruel twist of fate, but rather life's quiet whisper guiding us toward opportunities we might never have encountered otherwise. Pause now and gently reflect. Is there a challenge you're facing right now? Allow yourself the freedom, even briefly, to step beyond the pain. Can you sense the hidden potential within this moment? Could this difficulty be inviting you toward deeper courage, clarity, or compassion? The power of polarity doesn't erase hardship. It provides perspective, encouraging us to look deeper, trust more fully, and open our hearts to possibilities we might otherwise overlook. Every setback, every loss, every moment of uncertainty is woven into the fabric of our growth. The key is our willingness to embrace this truth, remaining patient and open as the hidden seeds of opportunity slowly reveal themselves. Now, let's gently move deeper inward, exploring a powerful approach to living harmoniously within life's most challenging tensions, holding the space between opposites as a path toward lasting wholeness. Have you ever felt emotionally torn between two seemingly opposite desires or truths within yourself? Perhaps you felt a longing for both freedom and security, independence and connection, solitude and community. This inner tension can feel deeply uncomfortable, even overwhelming, as though parts of you were pulling in different directions. Our instinctive response is often to resolve this tension quickly, to choose one side over the other, labeling one as correct and dismissing the other. Yet Carl Jung, the great explorer of the human psyche, taught something profoundly important. Our true growth happens precisely when we don't rush to resolve these tensions, but instead learn how to consciously hold them. Jung described this as holding the tension of opposites. It means becoming comfortable, even patient, with uncertainty, allowing seemingly conflicting parts within ourselves to coexist, dialogue, and eventually integrate into a greater sense of wholeness. Imagine standing by a calm river. On one side lies the known familiar shore, the side of your personality or life circumstances you readily accept. On the other side stands your less familiar aspects, the unexplored territory, the emotions or desires you tend to reject or deny. The river itself is your awareness, calmly and compassionately holding these opposite shores in balance. Instead of frantically trying to bridge the river or choosing one side forever, polarity teaches us to be the river, to hold both sides gently without judgment. When we do this, something remarkable happens. Our inner tensions begin to dissolve naturally, and deeper wisdom emerges. Let's pause here briefly and try a gentle visualization exercise together. Close your eyes if you can, or soften your gaze. Take a slow, calming breath. Feel your body relaxing, your breath gently guiding you inward. Now, bring to mind two opposing feelings or desires you've recently experienced, perhaps longing for connection and also needing space, or feeling hope and fear simultaneously. Imagine these two experiences as shores on either side of a calm river. You are the gentle river itself, calm, patient, expansive enough to hold both shores without rushing or judging. Allow both feelings simply to exist within you. Witness their presence without preference or anxiety. Notice that neither shore diminishes your value or completeness. Instead, both belong, each contributing essential wisdom and insight. Take another deep breath, feeling the gentle strength in this practice. Slowly open your eyes. When we embrace our inner polarities, when we lovingly hold our contradictions and allow them the space to dialogue and integrate, we move closer toward true inner peace, emotional agility, and lasting self-awareness. Remember this image of the calm river whenever you find yourself emotionally conflicted. Trust your ability to hold tension with patience and compassion, knowing this is precisely where meaningful transformation occurs. While ancient wisdom and mystical insights beautifully illuminate the nature of polarity, their true power emerges when we integrate them into the practical moments of everyday living. Understanding that opposites are complementary, that adversity holds hidden gifts, and that holding tension leads to wholeness is transformative. But only if we actively apply these truths to our lives. Consider your daily experiences. Perhaps at work you encounter situations that feel chaotic or overwhelming. Instead of instinctively resisting this stress, polarity invites you to ask gently, what might this moment be teaching me? Could the discomfort I'm feeling now lead to greater strength, clarity, or resilience? When navigating personal relationships, remind yourself of the river exercise. Rather than hastily taking sides in conflicts, practice holding space for opposing perspectives within you. Ask yourself calmly, can I see the validity on both sides? Can holding these differences create greater understanding, compassion, or growth? To make this wisdom actionable, consider these simple daily reflection prompts. In difficulty, what opportunity is hidden within this challenge? In confusion, how might embracing both sides of this situation expand my perspective? In emotional tension, what deeper truth emerges when I allow both feelings to coexist? These prompts are not abstract spiritual exercises. They're tools for real-life empowerment, guiding you toward deeper emotional intelligence, balanced living, and practical wisdom. Polarity is not merely an ancient mystical concept. It's a daily practice, an ongoing dialogue between insight and action. As we return now to the pendulum, notice something has changed. Its motion is still rhythmic, shifting between darkness and light, challenge and comfort. But now there's a quiet acceptance, a deeper wisdom guiding each swing. This pendulum symbolizes your own journey through polarity. Each swing into darkness teaches you resilience. Each return to light brings gratitude. Life's rhythms no longer need to feel threatening or disruptive. Instead, they're invitations, gentle reminders that your truest growth, your greatest wisdom, emerges from the dance between opposites. Embracing polarity means choosing to live with openness, curiosity, and compassion, both for yourself and for life's natural cycles. It means seeing beyond black and white, stepping into that richer, more nuanced space between extremes. I invite you now, as you move forward, to carry this awareness into your daily experiences. When you face adversity, pause to ask gently, what hidden opportunity lies here? When emotional conflicts arise, softly inquire, how can embracing both sides guide me toward greater harmony? In moments of inner tension, patiently remind yourself, holding these opposites gently will lead me toward wholeness. Life's polarities will always be present, but your relationship to them can evolve profoundly. By consciously embracing opposites, by gently holding space for contradiction, you cultivate inner strength, emotional resilience, and lasting peace. Today you have begun a beautiful, transformative practice, one that honors your complexity, validates your experiences, and empowers your choices. You are fully capable of navigating polarity with grace, wisdom, and compassion. Embrace this journey not as something you must endure, but as a sacred path toward wholeness, a path beautifully illuminated by life's complementary contrasts. Remember, you are the pendulum, peacefully and powerfully moving through life's natural rhythms, guided by the profound understanding that every experience, every opposite, holds wisdom waiting to unfold within you. Thank you for spending this valuable time exploring polarity together. Your openness to these insights speaks deeply about your courage and commitment to genuine inner growth. Now, I warmly invite you to reflect further and share your own experiences in the comments below. Which opposites or tensions are you currently navigating? Has embracing polarity shifted your perspective or provided unexpected wisdom? Your voice enriches our community. Your experiences matter and might inspire others on their journey toward balance and wholeness. If you found resonance today, please consider subscribing to our channel for more empowering insights. Until next time, embrace the beautiful dance of life's opposites. May you move forward with peace, strength, and renewed wisdom.